Ah, right. Mic test? Mic test? You read me loud and clear, yeah? This is Reed. And we're back with Blue Archive, right? We're continuing the rabbit of Caerbannog? Caerbannog. Yes, Caerbannog. We're following the rabbit squad. I also preparing my popcorn. Wonderful. Sensei is ready. Last we left off, let's see. Right, okay, so last time the rabbit squad basically was putting up protests regarding their school being shut down, and Sensei took them on and let them, well, stay in the park. But then Hobos got angry that they were taking leftovers from the Angel 24, was it? Leftover bentos from the convenience store. Yes, the the non-possessiveness group. The pursuers. Yes, the idiots. Get a job. Really, crazy hobos. A few days later marked the start of Kyoto's rainy season. Oh no. It's turning into a rainstorm out there. I hope Kyoto doesn't turn into a lake. Surely they have drainage systems proper, right? You might be dealing with the aftermath of this for a while. But I'm sure each school is taking the appropriate measures to keep their students safe. I am a little worried about the SRT students at Kawasaki Park, though. There's not much shelter at the park. They're right beside the lake. Okay, if the lake does lead out into a river, then there's less worry that it, overflows. But if it just swells, yeah, campgrounds are gonna I hope they don't catch a cold. Yeah, but why didn't you just give them a call? Okay, maybe they might not be so truthful, The tarp has holes all over it. Mew, we need more tarps. That was the last of it. We're all out. Damn it, we aren't prepared for this at all. You'd think they'd have, some way to at least read the weather a bit. I mean, are you still protecting your metal junk? Are you crazy? Put them down and come help us. Over my dead body. If any of my communications equipment gets damaged, I'll really show you crazy. These cost more than your life is worth. What about our guns, our ammunition? I think your stupid equipment is the least of our concerns. I think you're underestimating support equipment. Like, what if the command center is down? How will you coordinate with other groups, Sorry, but popcorn takes priority. Oops. If this rain doesn't let up, we'll lose everything. Are you done with the waterproofing? The spillway outside the park needs to be expanded, and soon. Spillway. Somehow I thought that in the background here there was a lake. Doesn't look like it, no, huh? Looks more like just an open plain. But that doesn't explain the, well, the absence of trees. Is it just browned over with dirt? Mud? The storm sewers are clogged with mud and are about to overflow. Ooh. We need to clean them up before we all drown. I'd love to help, but we're short-handed here. If you let go, everything is going to get blown away. That was not the kind of explosion I like. It was a bolt of lightning that hit the park. The butt rests holding up the command tent. It's collapsing! Aww. The command tent caved in. All our ammunition is underwater. The communications equipment is ruined. That's it. The end of the line. It's okay. Don't give up. We just need to expand the spillway. I'm sure we can recover and repair some of the equipment. Forget about the stupid equipment. It's over, Miyako. Us, the SRT Academy. Everything's over. Saki. If I had known this was going to be the end result, I would never have tried. What are you saying? We all took an oath from the beginning. We swore to each other we wouldn't give up. That as long as we kept putting one foot in front of the other, we could carry the SRT Academy's mantle ourselves. Didn't we? Pretty words and pretty oaths, Miyako. That's all that ever was. We can't keep up our little game of pretend forever. How did we end up here? When did our duties become to scavenge for food and steal empty drum barrels so we can shower? We were better than this. We used to debate the intricacies of justice and bring down felons. Now we're fighting over expired bentos with hobos. Tell me, Miyako, is that what you meant? Was this how you keep the name of SRT alive? This isn't the SRT I knew. All our worldly possessions are sitting a foot underwater. Living out in the streets was fun at first. It's getting tiring. Miyako, I want to go home. Where are you going, Miracle? After all this, you look this disaster full in the face and want to continue? Yes. I will keep the SRT Academy's justice alive. I'll never give up. You can see there why Miyako was in charge, or rather, the leader. A leader cannot be shaken in front of, these kind of adversities. If morale drops, you hold it up. Popcorn. I need to find out some way to get rid of the unpopped kernels. The current is so strong. I don't know how long I've been working. I can't feel my hands and feet. Maybe they were right. Maybe I am a fool. But the justice I believed in, the school that I loved. No, you won't break me. Sensei? You're here to persuade us again? We don't have time for your silly jokes, not today. I don't care what you have to say. I have to clear this spillway, or we really will be flooded. Sensei? I don't understand. So you just need to clear the dirt out of here? Yes, that's right. You're holding the shovel all wrong. Give it. Dummies until the end. I want to help. Aw, that weak little smile. That's cute. The rabbit members and I worked tirelessly on repairing the spillway for hours. The rain finally stopped. You all really pulled through. Great job. Sensei? Why do you continue to help us? We've told you again and again that we won't be persuaded. I've been trying to solve it this entire time, but I don't understand. What do you hope to get out of this? Not expecting anything. Just your teacher. That's so. Most of our equipment is waterlogged and damaged beyond repair. We did manage to stop the park from flooding completely. Thank you, Sensei. I suppose we wouldn't have made it without Miyako, though. But Sensei, wasn't your ultimate goal to get us out of this park? What kind of stupid Sensei would work so hard to help us stay here? We knew Sensei was a dummy since the first moment we laid eyes on him. You shouldn't talk to Sensei like that, Moe. We've rejected your help so many times. Have you? Let's see. The bento store directions, the drum barrels, the hobos. Okay, not so much the hobos, but he invited them by, the Wagyu bentos. Yes. Still offering a hand. If not just for help. And you still came running today when you thought we might need you. Thank you, Sensei. Later I took my soaking wet self back to Shale. Perhaps it was the manual labor in the rain, but I ended up having chills and aches for a few days after. A proposal? What is it for? Just take a look at it. A proposal to repair and maintain the facilities in Kosagi Park that were damaged by the flood. The task in and of itself isn't difficult. But how is this pertinent to Shale's activities? I mean, it's not exactly... Then tell me, is it pertinent to the SRT students? No comment. Your silence speaks volumes. I've read the report from the Chief of Defense. The SRT Academy students have taken up residence in the very same park they staged the protest in. And you've been looking after them? A conundrum. It isn't my place to criticize you, Sensei. The Shale organization is structured in a way that I couldn't even if I wished. So instead, my opinion, the fact that those students are living at the park is immensely distasteful. Because you've taken over a public park for citizens. They've taken over a public park for citizens. Hardly. It's a remote park with very few visitors. It would have been demolished at one point down the road, regardless. However, the SRT Academy was at one point granted special immunity from the president of the General Student Council to maximize their effectiveness. But privileges should only be granted when it serves a purpose. With no purpose, privilege is dangerous. You're already well aware of how the SRT Academy is perceived by most of the General Student Council. They fear them. And now you would like to house and arm those students who, in all technicality, are still in open rebellion? Okay, first of all, the ones they really should be afraid of would be the Fox Squad, no? The ones who attacked the GSC? If anything, the Rabbit Squad running is in response to the aggravation of the GSC, right? Yeah. Perfectly logical. Imagine the chaos that would ensue if the administration board were to hear of this. Isn't there anything you can do, Rin? No, there is not. I met with every single chief of staff to enlist help, but every single response was a resounding no. And now you've ended up here. You certainly have been busy, Sensei. Would you like some tea? No need? I suppose the urgency you feel can't be placated with pleasantries. Then right to the point. I'm afraid I can't help you either. No matter what its students say, the SRT Academy no longer exists. As much as I've tried to find a loophole, it's impossible to use the General Student Council's budget for students of a non-existent academy. I tried to finance the park's renovation as an excuse, but that didn't work out either, since the previous plans for redevelopment have already been approved. I'm afraid the extent of my power is maintaining the students' academic records so their data isn't expunged. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer for you. Sensei, have you enjoyed your time with the students of the Rabbit Squad? I'm fond of them. I'm happy to hear that. Please continue to look after those students, just as you have been. That's not ominous. Back then at the Valkyrie Police School. What a coincidence. Hi there, Sensei. Do you have business with the Chief of Staff? You as well? No, well, more or less. Personal business. I expect I'll see you again, Sensei. Welcome, Public Peace Bureau Director. I'm glad you could make it. Too many p in that title. You look like your head is on a chopping block. You're not in trouble, Kana. I just wanted to report on my last request. Tell me, Kana, how much progress have you made on the reconstruction of the Kawasaki town? Preparations are complete, at the least. But there's a certain group of hippies squatting in an abandoned building. You haven't been able to get them to vacate, and it's causing delays in demolition. Come again? Public Peace Bureau Director. Perhaps you misspoke? The Valkyrie Police School, protectors of Kyotos and keepers of peace. I would like you to think very carefully before you answer my next question. Are you not to tell me that the elite of that school, the Public Peace Bureau, cannot muster the competence to rid us of a few handful of hippies? Ma'am, they're not your average run-of-the-mill homeless population. We don't know how or where they procured them, but they're armed to the teeth with state-of-the-art weaponry. They outmatch our riot gear, and we haven't been able to gain a strategic advantage. Plus, those SRC students you helped out have settled down in the nearby park, making it even more difficult to move. I believe I told you to think carefully about your answer. Are you blaming me? No, I beg your pardon, Chief of Staff. You see, Kana, I like people who take responsibility. Me in my position as Chief of Defense, you as Director, we need to take responsibility for the duties of our roles. What I'm hearing from you right now, Director, is presumptuous nonsense. It's a disregard for your responsibilities. I hate that. And when people do things I hate, and they end up in the same place as those SRT students. Well, kinda, just a little joke. But since you're struggling with my request, some advice? Are you familiar with the lesson of 3 arrows? A single arrow will snap like brittle bones. A bundle of arrows will not crumble so easily. And so what do you do if you encounter a problem the brittle Public Peace Bureau cannot solve? Simply gather more to your cause. You don't mean I'm going to find someone less witless than you if you can't figure out what I mean. Yes, ma'am. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to reading your report. I do love intimidating characters. Intimidating / authoritative. Why is every single person I work with so entirely incompetent? I must have done something in the past life to deserve this punishment. You don't mean us, I hope. Oh, don't be silly. You're the best partner I've had in my life. I will say, I didn't expect the Rabbit Squad and Sensei to become such fast friends. Quite the opposite effect of what I intended. As an expert, what's your take on the situation? It's unexpected, but not surprising. A boring answer as usual. We'll keep a close eye on them. The fox and the inari sushi. I do like inari sushi. Fried. What's it called? What's it called again? Fried tofu? Fried tofu sushi? Can't remember what's the term. Before heading to the Rabbit Squad, I visited a nearby town to grab a meal. I didn't really eat lunch, did I? I'm gonna have popcorn right now, but kind of skipped lunch, didn't I? Shit. But for some reason, not a single eatery in town was open. Get it while it's fresh, hot inari sushi. Oh? Good afternoon, sir. If you're looking for a meal, can I interest you in some delicious inari sushi? She blinked. She's definitely not a generic student at the very least. If you're on the go, this is the meal for you. The deep fried tofu. Ah, right, deep fried tofu. So I was right? Deep fried? Not deep fried, I said fried tofu. The deep fried tofu pockets are rice filled, so you're filled. And luckily for you, I just made a new batch. You'll never find fresher. She has the throat mic. Tactical equipment. Fox squad? The armband certainly looks like a fox. The streets are pretty empty today, so Square won't sell anything. It'd be a real shame to waste all this food. Come to think of it, all the stores around here are closed too. Well, it's natural with all the redevelopment efforts starting soon. Oh, you haven't heard? I thought everyone knew. Rumor has it they're going to build a new subway station here. They're going to build a new shopping center on top of it. Seems like they're going to have to demolish all of the old plazas first, though. There's this big old construction company behind it. What's the name again? Kaiser. Was it Kaiser? They've got the big octopus logo. Ah, it was Kaiser. Yes, that's it. Kaiser Construction. Apparently, Kaiser Construction is taking the future of their company in the redevelopment of this area. But in the process, some residents were rudely ousted from their shops. Well, at the end of the day, I'm just a part-timer, so I'll always be able to find a new job. You must really like my inari sushi. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of my recipe. My friends and underclassmen used to always say I had the best inari sushi they'd ever tasted. My friends from school say that is. Since you bought so much of my inari sushi, I'll give you some of the hot gossip. Kaizen Construction hasn't even begun their redevelopment here. Because according to another rumor, the entire project might end up just being cancelled. And why is that? Well, the homeless population around here. I'm sure you've heard of that, at least. Some group of hippies got a hold of a bunch of heavy-duty firearms, and they raise all manner of hell whenever Kaizen Construction workers even get close. To make matters even worse, a group of heavily armed students are occupying the park now. It seems like even the police have given up on security around here. With all these unexpected problems, I guess Kaiser Construction is considering just getting out of the whole mess. Students in park. Oh, do you know them? You know, I kind of consider gossip my specialty. Here, take another inari sushi in the house. Do you know the students at the park? Do tell. I don't have anything to say about them. I see. How disappointing. Well, I know a thing or two at least. Apparently they're students from an elite academy. That's where they got all their high-tech equipment and how they took over the park. The thing the rumors hasn't addressed is what they're doing living on the streets instead of their academy. You think they got kicked out? Or maybe it's just a silly prank. Or maybe they're just dreamers. Idle dreamers reaching for their impossible futures. What a wondrous privilege of the sheltered to dream. Is it hard, Sensei? Leading a group of students who won't come down from the clouds. Not in the slightest. How so? My job is to nurture their dreams until they can't help but become until they can't help it become reality. You confound me. I don't hate the way you see it. Do what you think is best. Well, I think I'll close up shop. I probably won't be getting any more customers today. And what's this? It's left over in Arizushi. That's serving number 4, right? I won't be able to finish all of it. So here you go. Refrigerate them for later. Or I'm sure there are hungry students around there that would appreciate them. Thanks for the chat, Sensei. Maybe we'll meet again. Oh, stay back, I'll shoot. Hey, open your eyes, crybaby. This is what happens when you're too much of a scaredy cat to even look at the intruder. It's just Sensei. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, at least I'm on approaching terms now. It's just Sensei. Here I thought another dog had wandered in. What happens when a dog does wander in? What do you do to it? It's like they don't think I have feelings. Anyways, why are you here? No one asked you to be. Wait, what does that smell? Why is your nose so sharp that you can smell sushi? You know, I don't think Inari sushi has a smell to it. Well, that being said, my nose is rather dead. Does it have a smell? Inari sushi? Mew, a napkin, I'm drooling! I can't remember the last time I had Inari sushi. Well, actually, back to the SRT Academy. I don't think you would, but you didn't buy these, did you? I found them in the trash can. Hey? I swear I picked the trash can. Did you leave it in your fridge and it went bad? Doesn't seem expired. Hi, Sensei. Is that Inari sushi? How nostalgic the upperclassmen at SRT used to make and eat Inari sushi quite a bit. I do hope they're doing well. Thank you, Sensei. Let's eat. I explained the entire situation with the rabbit squad while eating the warm snack. It's not bad cold either. So the General Student Council refuses to provide any aid, and a construction company intends to redevelop this entire area. While I naturally didn't expect such much support from the General Student Council, the situation is more dire than I thought. And in this situation, all our gear and equipment is damaged from the flood. Well, we always knew we were fighting against the odds when we took on this mission. If we ran out of bullets, then we still have our hands. They won't stop us. I knew you were going to say something like that. Thinking about it, you think that, Special Ops would have somebody who would have someone with experience with hand-to-hand combat, but so far the only student that has even seemed remotely close to knowing hand-to-hand combat is Reijo. Yeah, only Reijo, huh? But we have no more supplies and no one's gonna help us. They're probably just waiting for us to be too weak to fight back. And then we're gonna be sold on the black market and tortured. No. I think she'd get along well with Haruka. Deep breaths, Mew, since he's looking after us. I won't let that happen. But in reality, we barely have enough firepower to fight off a squirrel, let alone the Public Safety Bureau. If only we could repair the machine guns and turrets around the park's outskirts. Have you silly gooses forgotten about me? Who's it? A resident supplies expert at your most honorable service. Hmm? Can she fix the stuff? Why, do you have a solution for our supply issues? We have no money and no way of making some. Did you just call yourself the supplies expert? Is this the same person who wasted all our ammunition to make some stupid fireworks? You have no eye for art. Ammunition is never a waste in pursuit of the beauty of explosions. It was an essential sacrifice. Do you want me to bail us out or not? The wonderful person that I am, I can get us supplies without spending a cent. I really can't just stand back while you rob a bank. What? He let the... Didn't the foreclosure task force do some... You know... They have scheme hacks, and I'm pretty sure they robbed people before. How could you suggest something so awful? The SRT Academy exists to protect the citizens. We would never engage in such behavior. Sensei, do you think so little of me? My tip-top secret for supplies acquisition is the barter system. People have been bartering for things they want since before we could talk. It's so easy peasy lemon squeezy. We'll trade off our valuable item for new and wonderful incendiaries and weapons. The problem with your plans lies in the fact that we have no valuables. We have expired yakiniku bentos. Are you a dummy? You think we're trading with some hypocrite monks? What we do have is the missiles and bombs at the outskirts of camp. My babies. I can't believe I'm suggesting selling off my precious babies, even if they are water damaged. But my bleeding heart will live, knowing that a caring owner will love them the way I did. And then my beautiful, splendid babies will be detonated like they deserve. It always ends in them being blown up. I agree, those are very expensive explosives, but they're also very broken ones. How are we going to sell them? Am I not literally this squad's unit supply specialist? Squad's unit supply? I got connections you can't even dream of. Just to name one, my little friend Kaiser Industries is a subsidiary of Kaiser Group, and they're the big guns for weapons in the black market. Get it? They sell to hard-up mercenaries who will take anything they can get. So if anyone's gonna take good care of my rusty little babies, it's Kaiser Industries. And voila! In return, I get you your ammunition and guns from Kaiser itself. I'm in shock. Mori came up with a really good idea. Was there something in the bento you ate yesterday? That must be it. I'll make you go kaboom faster than you can say rabbit. Well then, would you like to see the expert at work? Greetings, Kaiser Industries, the leading purveyor of top-tier firearms. How may I help you? Long time no talk, buddy. Is the SRT Academy Supply Manager. Our VIP client! Greetings! What a pleasure to speak with you again. How can I help you today? You have some brand new missiles that I think you would love. Or, oh dear, were there any issues with the cluster bombs you purchased? I would be glad to assist you with that as well. Wait, did he just say cluster bomb? A girl's gotta do what she's gotta do, right? I used my own money, not SRT budget. And it was for personal reasons. What are you doing with a cluster bomb for personal reasons? Saying it was for personal reason makes it even more suspicious. Actually, I wasn't looking to buy anything today. I was hoping to sell. Sell? Well, we don't usually allow purchases from our sales line, but our VIP clients have special privileges. What was it you were hoping to sell? I hope you're ready. You might blow your circuits. I've got loads of state-of-the-art stuff you won't be able to find anywhere else. Infrared image-guided anti-aircraft missiles, scalable cluster grenades, remote-controlled anti-tank rockets. That is quite the list of rare weaponry. You're sure you're willing to sell them? I know. The deal of the century. Imagine how your boss would praise you. There's a small matter of little rust, but you know how it is with the humid weather. It's not a little, though. Shut up, Cincy. I'm trying to make a deal here. Well, such special equipment is always in demand. This is a little outside of protocol, but I suppose... Very well, I accept. Is the same account we have on file still correct for a payment? So you see, I've unfortunately been running into some issues with my account. It should be resolved soon, but until then I was hoping to be paid in weapons and ammo instead. Weapons and ammo. I didn't stutter. I'm willing to let go of anti-aircraft missiles for a bunch of measly guns. Strong ones, of course. Or if you have, the thermal pressure grenades or white phosphorus smoke grenades. Well, I would love to assist you. We unfortunately just recently sold our entire stock. Really? What? The entire stock? Yes, an anonymous customer recently bought us out. Who on earth would buy that much firepower? Why? The only reason you would need that much is to go to war. I cannot tell you that. As a VIP client, you must understand. You would be rather upset if we divulged your private purchase history now. Well, they know all about the cluster bombs now, but yeah. I'm terribly sorry, but let's pretend this exchange never happened. I do hope we have more fruitful dealings in the future. What in the world? What psychotic world do we live in that Kaiser Industries just has no more weapons? What does this society come to? More importantly, Moria, when and how did you become a VIP client at Kaiser Industries? I knew there were discrepancies with missing inventory in the squad supply ledger. You told me I was crazy. She's been stealing. Moria, I don't want you to go to jail. Wait a second, can you guys go back to being worried about supplies? Don't sweat the small details. Plus, technically, she can't steal from something that doesn't exist. Right? The SRT Academy no longer does, so... Yeah, it's technically her own stockpile of weapons, yeah. Kaiser Industries might have let me down, but you know what never does? Second-hand auctions. I already made a post, so just wait for buyers to come rolling in. Who's going to buy all that crazy equipment at some second-hand auction? You may be an uncultured neophyte, but underestimating these auctions will be our first and final mistake. Look, a message. I told you it wouldn't let me down. Wait, seriously? What happened? What's up? I'm still a bit shocked. Moria really found someone to buy our rusty, useless missiles. They even paid us in cash. I've never seen so much cash in my life. Did no one else find that buyer suspicious? They show up with their faces completely covered, have wads and wads of cash, and don't even inspect the weapons? What if it's bad cash like black money? Oh, my sweet summer child. Cash is cash. We can buy new toys and ammo. That's all that matters. Not to mention your squatters in the park. But also, Saki, what was with all that solid fuel and gasoline you ordered? You can't blow up anything with that. I couldn't buy my aerosol bombs because of you. Are you stupid? Do you want us to cook dinner and fly around the helicopter with our precious babies, huh? Explosives aren't the most important thing on the battlefield, you know. You calling me stupid? You're stupid. Name one thing that's more important than explosives. I can finally breathe a little. It's nowhere near our original stockpile, but we've mostly replenished most of what we lost to the flood. At the very least, we should be able to secure our perimeters for a little while. Who there? Oh god, it's the hippies. No, go away. Or rather, scrap him. Speak of the devil, an intruder. Come, my little babies, time to go kaboom! No, go away, we don't have any help to offer to you. What do you want? It's against protocol for us to involve ourselves in civilian affairs. Yeah, so buzz off. Go ask your pathetic friends or whatever you call them. Pursuers! Sure, I don't care. Thanks to you guys, most of them have left me. Aw, that's too bad. I told you greed was evil. The Public Peace Bureau of the Valkyrie Police School have driven the rest of us out by force and destroyed our treasured possessions, my things. Really? The Public Peace Bureau? Those uppity cops wouldn't spare half a cent on a bunch of hobos like you. Maybe you mixed them up with the security bureau? I'm not stupid, I swear. I saw them. That psychopath went postal in our beloved sanctuary, swinging around some crazy woman I've never seen. The Public Peace Bureau? Show me the bullet marks on your gloves. Scorch marks from thermite and traces of direct hits from high-density bullet cores. These weren't ordinary bullets, they appear to be high-explosive incendiary armor-piercing rounds. You can tell from the bullet traces? Not always, but I've studied these in textbooks. Although it's my first time seeing... Hey, yeah, I'm just gonna say like word hey up bullets, yeah? But H-E-I-A-V... No, this is a freaking mouthful. Same here, it's too expensive and impractical for use in personal firearms, so they're never produced. Well, until now, I guess. The only company with the capability to mass produce these... Kaiser Industries. The ones who bought up the stock? So the ingrates who bought all my weapons from Kaiser before I could was the Valkyrie Police School? But this kind of weaponry has to be super expensive. And seeing how there's barely enough budget for bullets these days, I can't be selfish. At this rate, I'm going to be wielding a pea shooter against flamethrowers, or worse. Hmm? Is it really the Public Peace Bureau then? You okay, Sensei? Yeah, I just lost in thought. Somebody posing as the Public Peace Bureau? Did you fall asleep standing up? It looks like Sensei has at least one talent. And it looks like you were caught in the crossfire of a police investigation. Better luck next time. That's it? You think this doesn't affect you too? It wasn't just us. The Public Peace Bureau was raiding the entire city, kicking out every vagrant and homeless person they could find. They could be here any minute. Hey! Did you know when wild animals are in danger, they'll run towards the strongest leader in the area? I guess that hobo saved me from having to search for my garbage. What do you mean search, though? I mean, she already knows that they came back to the park, the squad. There's an unwelcome face. Aren't you the feral hound of the Valkyrie Police School? It's Ogata Kana, but to you it's Director. I hardly think you and I are on nickname terms. Apologies, Director, but what brings you here? That's a weird question for a band of criminals to ask a Valkyrie officer, don't you think? We've let you vagabonds run rogue for far too long now. You are under arrest for illegally occupying a public park and inciting terror. Terror? Really? Terror? In the surrounding community. Hey dummy, the chief of defense was the one who said we could live here. You're trying to tell me, Miss Director, that you're going against your superior's directive? How foolish. Tell me, when did the chief say you could stay here? She may have suspended your punishment, but she never explicitly approved your occupation here. She's right. The park's management falls under the purview of the Culture Office, not Defense. We are only granted a suspension of expulsion. We aren't technically allowed to be here. They're just gonna kick a bunch of homeless kids out of a park? That solves absolutely nothing. You're ignoring the real issues here. But how come the Public Peace Bureau isn't arresting us? Shouldn't the Security Bureau do that kind of stuff? Yes, homeless eviction does fall under their purview, unless we at the Public Peace Bureau determine there is a terrorist threat to Kibota's safety, which would be our current circumstances. Alright, fine, we may not have approval, but we have no intention of leaving. Are you going to drag us out by force? I mean, you did hold your ground the first time round. Ah, but that was before the flood and damaged equipment. Maybe you've got bad memory, but I remember you all going kaboom and running out with your tail between your legs the last time you tried. Watch yourself, Kazukuroi. Valkyrie has eyes and ears everywhere. Didn't you lose most of your equipment during this rainstorm last week? Sharp ears. I also know you sold said equipment to purchase new ones, but it's not nearly enough to adequately defend an area as large as this park. Why don't you try us? The Public Peace Bureau has recently secured firepower beyond your wildest dreams thanks to our sponsors. You're outnumbered and outgunned. No amount of elite combat skills is gonna get you out of this mess. We've got two options here. You can comply and handle this quietly, or you can fight your losing battle with your useless little toy guns. Are you challenging the SRT Academy? Guns aren't even my weapon of choice. Maybe you'd like to meet some of my incendiary babies? Is that enough for us to win, though? We don't even have ammo. Miyako, help! Rabbit Squad, we? Wait a minute. Sensei, what are you doing here? Ah, it slipped my mind. Chief of Staff did relieve the treatment of the Rabbit Squad under Shayla's discretion. Hate to break it to you, but even you have no say here. People way above your pay grade have already given their orders for Kawasaki Town's redevelopment. Can't just force them to leave without warning. They've had more than enough time. Understood. Consider this me paying my debts. I'll pull back for today. But we can't afford to sit on our hands forever. Either the Rabbit Squad vacates the premises by the end of the month, or we'll vacate them. Even I have to fall in line after all. Pull back. Mission's postponed. Snappy. The nerve. We were wiping the floor with her last time until Sensei stepped in. Doesn't change the fact that the Public Peace Bureau has beefed up significantly since then. Wait, were you able to confirm if their firearms were manufactured by Kaiser Industries? Duh, clear as day. Those are weapons we were trying to buy from Kaiser. How could those snot-nosed cheapskates at Valkyrie afford such expensive equipment? I'm baffled. The chief mentioned the sponsor. Maybe they got a rebate? It's a sales strategy companies use. If you buy in bulk from us, we'll pay back a percentage of it, scratching each other's backs. But the way I see it, only Valkyrie's getting their back scratched here. What's Kaiser getting out of this? They get to continue their development project? I see. Kaiser's Construction is in charge of Kawasaki Town's redevelopment and is a subsidiary of Kaiser Industries. Moving funds between the two would pose no problems. The only thing standing in between Kaiser Construction and profit is the homeless population in Kawasaki. So they share weapons from Kaiser Industries with Valkyrie, and in return, that means those dirty cops are getting paid in weapons to kick out all the homeless people for Kaiser. I mean, it's not illegal to do that. Really? Okay, in the first place, the homeless population does not have a right to stay. And as kind of put, if they deem there to be a terrorist threat, it's within their purview to, boot people. So they just so happen to have their, goals aligned, and yeah, it's not illegal. If Sensei's theory is correct, the Valkyrie Police School meant to be for the people is acting as a mercenary organization for private profit. The police colluding with corporations for wealth at the expense of the citizens? It's unjust. Can homeless people really be considered citizens, though? Don't citizens, contribute to the society, etc., etc.? We might not be great right now, but we're not that bad. Of course, this is just a theory. Just a theory. Well, as of right now, we have no way to confirm nor deny how the Public Peace Bureau acquired their weapons. Valkyrie's transaction records are all stored on our local server, so I can't even hack them, and have I absolutely tried. If I could get my hands on some evidence. Are we doomed? We could infiltrate Valkyrie Police School's main building and obtain their transaction records. Are you actually stupid? Your school is crawling with, at the very least, hundreds of highly armed military forces. It's a fortress. But you just said, well, they did get outfitted, I guess. Now they're, now they're a military force. But prior, they wouldn't be much better than a police precinct, wouldn't it? Even with supplies and backup, I think it's impossible. We would feel all on our own. I hate to admit it, but all we can do is make a report and twiddle our thumbs. And where do you submit a report about a police school? When the police cross the line, who do you go to? SRT. When the Valkyrie Police School commits a violation, the only secondary police force that can investigate them is us, the SRT Academy. Who else but us? Our entire purpose is to handle situations like these. But do we have the authority? We don't even have a real school anymore. Do you believe you're doing what's right, Sensei? I don't want to use the word responsibility. Be careful, come back safely. You really are the strangest. Hey Sensei, is the word responsibly even in your dictionary? What does it mean? I'm not sure. Are you stupid or something? So stupid. So you did remind me of something. But you did remind me of something. We are the SRT. The fastest deploying special forces unit in all of Kavodas. We subdue any criminals in violation of public order. We punish them with all the... No! There's such a thing as overkill, you know? Excessive force, yes. Punish them with the might of all avail... No! And silently liquidate... This is just about the most intimidating thing that she's said this whole entire time. And silently liquidate them before anyone is the wiser. I think Haruka could learn a thing or two from her. They would be terrible together. In a terrifying way, that is. If the executives of the Valkyrie Police School are truly colluding with the corporation, uncovering evidence will be no easy matter. The mission's purpose aligns with the objectives and justice the SRT Academy has always upheld. Rabbit Squad, begin preparations for an infiltration mission. As of this moment, we are commencing Operation Clover to secure proof of the Valkyrie Public Police Bureau's illegal rebate. Wild. But still, you know, I'm pretty sure what they're doing is going to be illegal. Since, well, the SRT Academy no longer exists. Publicly speaking, that is. Rapid 1 reporting time is 2330 hours. I've arrived at Point Echo. Guard presence has not yet been confirmed, but several electronic signals presumed to be CCTV devices have been detected in the opposite hallway. This is Camp Rabbit. Affirmative. There were CCTVs there, but I've already took over them. I'm monitoring the video feeds for you, so you're clear to make your way to Point Sierra. Not a guard in sight. Oh, you acted so fast, boy. Bypassing this level of security is easier than blowing up a building. Mostly. The server has randomized numerical code that changes every 30 minutes, so I can't promise anything beyond that. You either finish in that time frame or it's a bust. The code has the vice president's... Wait, what? The code has the vice president of Veritas written all over it. What a pill. Well, this is the main building with Valkyrie Police School. How can there not be a single guard in patrol? Do you have earwax or something? I told you, I disabled the cameras and alarms. I wasn't talking about you, alright? I just can't believe they lack security and over-reliance on technology. I find it undisciplined and pathetic. It's the exact embodiment of why I didn't want to attend this school. You get it, little Miss Perfect. The Public Peace Bureau's ledger, I mean the Clover, is located at Point Sierra, on the 3rd floor of the basement. Make your way to the west stairs. Route is still clear. And to emphasize, I can only keep the alarms disabled for 30 minutes. You dummies better be back at the rendezvous point by then. Rabbit 1 understood. Where's Sensei? Since we had to rappel down from such a high altitude to be able to infiltrate undetected, it would have been dangerous for Sensei to attempt it with no training. So they'll be supporting from the rear. But we couldn't risk a hostile bulldozing their way through the line of fire and harming Sensei. I have many skills, but rappelling is not one of them. You have no choice but to carry out this mission on our own. That's how it's always been anyways. That's right. They've always pulled through with just us. Just us. Why the long face, Miyako? What's wrong? Nothing, just reviewing the plan. Okay, Rabbit Squad, don't let your guard down and watch each other's backs. We're moving to Point Sierra. This is the archive room of all the documents? It's not surprising it's secured by a solid steel door. The criminals will go to retreat. Will go to great lengths to hide evidence of their wrongdoings. I'm pretty sure most vault doors won't have their, mechanisms on the exterior. It's like begging to be welded, to be, blowtorched through. Who cares about a big door? There's not a single guard in sight. I can't complain though, this operation has gone smoothly so far. Well, Miyako, let's get going. I don't have much time. This isn't a normal lock. It can only be unlocked via an electronic signal. Momo's probably trying to crack the code. What, does this count toward our 30-minute time limit? I'm going as fast as I can, alright? Jeez. We don't have time. Can't we breach the door with explosives? Really? Yes, please. Breach the solid steel door with explosives. Be my guest. Oh, and just go ahead and wake up the entire student body while you're at it. What you'll do when that happens, you dummy musclehead? Run the decoding program using the secret key I found through the plain text. We're in, ladies and ladies. Was it a trap? That took over 3 minutes. Do you think I just had to sit here and wave a magic wand? I know, right? Tech support does not wave a magic wand and voila, it's finished. If it's so easy, why don't you try next time? We don't have time for inviting. The security system will be live again soon. We need to prioritize finding the evidence that'll incriminate the Public Peace Bureau. You're right. I'll take the bookshelves on the right. I hate dark spaces. Let's see. Transaction logs. A receipt submitted by Kaiser Industries a week ago. Jackpot. No, I should say classified, not top secret. Excellent work, Saki. Let me see. No, you should... Once you verify that it's the correct documents, you exit the place. It seems Sensei was right. Sensei, the Clover has been secured. It's as you said, Kaiser Industries provided free weapons to the Public Peace Bureau in exchange for evicting Kawasagi's town's entire homeless population. Yes, this is exactly what we need to put a stop to this unjust conspiracy. It's not exactly unjust. Can't wait to stick it to those Public Peace Bureau goons. Was it a trap? I mean, what are you doing in front of the door? Oh, it's closed. Okay, open it. The thing is, the door... There's no handle from the inside. What? Oh shit. It really won't budge. Didn't you retrieve the clover? Are you guys having a tea party in there? Time's almost up. You need to get back to the rendezvous point immediately. You know, I would love to do that if the door wasn't closed. What? Which imbecile closed the door behind you guys? Even I don't know that closing the door to a walk-in vault activates an auto lock. I don't study, and I don't study. I thought someone might see if I left the door open. I thought it auto-closed. Mew. Mew. Did I or did I not tell you I was monitoring the situations on the CCTV? You acted based off your emotions, not the facts. And look at the situation you put your squad members in. Sorry. You could have at least put in a doorstop. Anything at all. There, don't bully her. I've had no business joining the SRT. The dumb scaredy cat who drags everyone else down. I wish I'd never been born. It's okay, Mew. As a sniper, you're not as familiar with indoor warfare. I should have been monitoring the situation in the rear. It's not your fault, Miyako. Not at all. Don't try to redirect. Mew holds every ounce of blame here. I'm pissed too. Now isn't the time. We need to get out. We need to get you out before the security system goes live. What do? I can try explosives, but we didn't bring much. You want to use explosive in a closed room? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Can't you just hack the electronic lock like before? I can't do that when the mechanical lock's already been triggered. This is really it. I want to go home. Let's all calm down first. Miyako, use that brain of yours or something. 5 minutes left. Oh, now she's a leader? Really, Saki? Miyako, help. You gotta do something and do it now. Ask Sensei for help, I guess? I don't know. My leadership has been nothing but failures since we left the SRT. Everything from the protest to when the camp was flooded. Failures. Is this all I'm capable of? I don't have the resourcefulness or leadership skills like Sensei. I'll let my squad members into a life-threatening situation. Do I have what it takes to get them out of it, or will I just fail again just like I always do? This is an ongoing op, Miyako. Sensei? Can't do this, Sensei. The situation is hopeless. If you were here, you would be able to figure out a way out. I wouldn't use the word out like that, though. You would be able to protect your squad. I'm not like you, Sensei. I've never been. I tried my hardest with all my ability. I don't know. I just don't know, Sensei. I can't do this on my own. I don't believe in me like you do. You don't have to do it on your own. Look to the squad members who've always put their trust in you. My squad members? Are you stupid? Who else could lead the rabbit squad in situations like this? Do you think I could do anything? I'm pretty sure that there wasn't a chapter on how to handle getting locked in a vault while raiding a police station in my textbooks. I'm always scared and lonely on sniper duty. But you're the only person who's never forgotten me. Yeah. Do you think I'm gonna lead us? I have my hands full with helping you dummies from over here anyways. So for now, all of us are putting our faith in you, Miyako. Understood. As the field commander, I'll be issuing orders to all members. The operation from here on out will be volatile. Oh no. And every decision will count. I will not be able to address your questions and selfishly ask you to follow me blindly, even if you don't understand my reasonings. But I promise you we're going to conclude this mission safely and take the clover back to our home. All of us. Understood? Understood. How are they going to get out, though? Approximately 5 minutes later. Intruders detected. The alarms at the archive room are going off. What, could it be intruders? No way, we haven't seen anything on the CTVs. There's probably just a stray cat or something in the vault, sure. How would a stray cat make it past the vault door? Beats me, maybe it came through a hole or something. A hole, really? Here, kitty kitty. Really? What the? Who are you? Oh, so she does have some hand-to-hand combat. When it comes to security concerns, you should always assume the worst. That's standard practice. Undisciplined attitudes like you must explain this current state of photos. Intruders! Should you really be opening fire within the archive room? What if you damage something? I mean, that would have been inevitable. Yeah, I mean, surely there'd have been, some sort of sensors within the vault, and then they'd be tripped once the time ran out. Yeah. There's no need for Miyako to be right, in fact. I guess I should be grateful that our colleagues who are supposed to be sharing the responsibility of Kibota's safety are stupid as hell. But the alarms are still going off. Yes, reinforcements will be arriving soon. The objective is to play this aggressively and catch them off guard, but avoid large groups and open areas. We'll stage our attacks in the eastern hallway. It's narrow with lots of cover. Remain vigilant for ambushes and make your way to the rendezvous point. Move out. Finally, some action. But I can't use all these girls. Oh, right, this one, not the formation button. AoE, not much in the way of AoE. And they're weak too. Again, no AoE. Come on, before there we go. No. Oh. Huh. Wow, that's fast. Enemy assault soldiers defeated. Tango 3 is down. Copy. Rabbit 2, move forward to the next position. I'm covering you. I understood. All other members maintain your current position for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Saki now, discharge for Foxtrot. Flash bomb up front. Mew, enemy sniper at 5 o'clock. I only have 1 shot left in my chamber. I need to reload. Authorize Saki, cover her. Tactical. Who the hell are these guys? They're slicing through us like a giant organized chainsaw. They're outnumbered and outgunned. They've managed to push us back this so far. Isn't this our school? They're using the environment to their advantage. We'll have to retreat to the central entrance at this rate. Stand your ground. Reinforcements from the security bureau should be arriving at any minute. Once they arrive, we'll just bulldoze them over. At the end of the day, there's only 3 of them. Yeah, there's only 3 of them. Surround them. And reinforcements detected at the west entrance. Well, can you access the school's heating system? I need you to attack the indoor temperature sensor. Systems like that have virtually no security. It's a snap. Raise the indoors temperature readings. We're going to trick their automatic building management system. What I like to hear. How hot? 900 degrees Celsius? Nice and toasty now, or at least the building thinks it is. Is that water? The sprinklers are malfunctioning. There's no way that the temperature control system actually got the sprinklers off. The sprinklers should go off. No, they go by either heat or smoke detection. Yeah, but there's no way that... There's no way, right? That the temperature control system can raise the temperature that high, that fast. The firewalls are coming down? Oh, the fire shutters. That's what they mean. Okay. I thought, virtual firewalls. Our reinforcements won't be able to get to us anymore. Don't worry, we can operate the firewalls manually from the control room. We can just raise the firewalls and let in the reinforcements. What's this? The intruders forget this. It looks like a C4 explosive, but it has a modded lithium battery on top like an IED bomb. Wait, but if lithium gets wet? You're toast. Really now, police officers should have more wariness than that. If you see it's something that looks like an IED, you back off. What's all this commotion in the middle of the night? Were you snapping in the office? What kind of world do we live in? A petty thief invading a police school of all places? And why'd they wake up anyone and everyone? The security bureau can deal with some thief. You've got the situation under control. I'll just do a quick patrol on my way back. This is the worst trap I've ever seen in my life. I know we all have a reputation for loving donuts, but a blatant trap like this in our main building is just ridiculous. What kind of stupid moron would fall for this obvious trap? Oh yeah, that's the limited edition strawberry donut from Master Donuts. With marshmallow. With marshmallows? In that case... Thanks for the treat. I want some donuts now, damn it. Yeah, that. Did that actually work? Pinch me, please. How dare you use food as bait, inhuman monster. I doubted it too, but Miyako did say to follow her orders blindly. It worked out in the end. I was nervous too. It was a bit of a gamble. We only got through the massive enemy force and to this point thanks to all our exceptional talents. It would have been the same result with anyone leading. There you go again. Pardon, did I say something wrong? Miyako, you stupid head. Everything is thanks to you. No one else here led us to this point. It was you. There isn't anyone else in all of Kuroda's who could have done what you just did. You assessed the situation, everyone's individual skills, and deployed us all accordingly. That was you. We were just your little pawns and you played the game perfectly. You don't say, but we've always had faith in you as our leader. Even that stuff I said about not recognizing you as leader. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Thank you, everyone. Regardless, I don't agree that this was all me. A special forces operation can only be carried by all members of the squad. What a stupid squad leader. It's part of her charm. That's enough chit-chat. We're not in the clear yet. The Valkyrie students will catch up to us soon. Let's move. Oh, poor Kirino. Hold it right there, villains! I heard there were intruders at the school, and it turns out to be you guys. Aren't you? I'm hard to forget, huh? It's me, Kuno, ace of the Public Safety Bureau. I defeated you once with my strike of justice, and I'll do it again. I'll show no mercy to criminals threatening public peace. What's this hot-blooded weirdo blocking us? Your orders, Miyako? According to Sensei's intel, this student's shooting skills are definitely... Oof. Ignore her. Keep moving to the rendezvous point. Huh? They left? Hey, get back here! I'll really actually shoot. I'm gonna shoot if you don't come back. That shot went to the moon. Didn't I subdue them perfectly last time? I failed my duty. The criminal slipped right out of my grasp. On another note, how come you were lying on the ground with a box on your head? I don't remember. The only thing I know is that I have a limited edition donut in my hand. Want a bite? Fubuki won. Yes, she definitely won that engagement. I mean, she got the donut after all, right? I want a donut too, damn it! Rapid 1 reporting. Currently 0100 hours. We've arrived. Camp Rapid, can we expect this air support? We're behind schedule because of the change in the rendezvous point. Hold tight for 5 minutes. We'll get you out of there. Understood. Rapid 2, seal off the passage to the rooftop and install barricades. Wait, they went to the roof? Barricades are already up. I've added anti-personnel mines for good measure. Yikes! Let's hope it holds up. They're already at the rooftop door. Are we gonna last 5 minutes? A desperate situation. Hostiles approaching in the barely barricaded door, waiting on tenterhooks for a helicopter. Just like the zombie movies we watched last week. How did that movie end again? All the zombies jumped on the helicopter, making it crash, and everyone died. That's not what I want to hear right now. Good thing there's no zombies in real life. Speaking of disappointing ends, there was that one movie I watched. I think it was The Mist. It's a really old movie. Basically, aliens in the fog, and the people were trying to fight. No, they were trying to make their way out of town after they had managed to huddle up within a supermarket, I believe. Yeah, they eventually managed to get out of town after lots of people died on the way out. The really disappointing thing is that when they reached the outside world outside of the mist, yeah, the military came in. Yeah, that was just a really disappointing end. I mean, sure that they made it memorable, but it left a shit feeling afterwards. It's a clear, very, very clear feeling of what the hell did all those people die for? Really, just. Yeah, if they had just, hunkered down, the aliens didn't even come in. Did they? I can't remember that part. I just remember the ending. The disappointing ending. You again. A real zombie! Oh, Kana. Seriously, you should really refer to me as the Public Peace Bureau Director. Director, at least. Director Kana? All the access points to the roof should be sealed. How did you get here? I scaled the storm drains on the side of the building. Dang. This building has to be at least 10 stories. Dang. Holy shit. She's a Terminator. The Public Peace Bureau's motto is to apprehend criminals at all costs. Did you think you could get away with this? Or would just let you walk off into the sunset after infiltrating the very school in charge of Kyoto's policing? Yeah, she has a point, you know. If, someone breaks into a police precinct, you have to make it a point that, they stop. They are stopped. Absolutely. You gotta make an example, You let them go. It just gives the image to the public image that, well, utterly inept and all that, There's nowhere to go now. Just come quietly. When are you children going to grow tired of your stupid games? You need to face reality. Kivotos does not need the SRT anymore. It's an eyesore and now a public menace. I'll arrest you here and report all your sordid activities to the General Student Council. Not even the Chief of Staff will be able to stop your records from being expunged. I guess we'll go down together then, Director Kana. The goal of our operation was to secure this Public Peace Bureau's ledger. This is evidence of the illegal rebates you received from the Kaiser Group in exchange for evicting the homeless population from Kawasaki Town. How did you find that out? Valkyrie Police School was armed with the shabbiest standard issue gear and was already undergoing budget cuts. Of course it raises flags when you show up with an arsenal all of a sudden. Being responsible for the security of photos, the Valkyrie Police School must conduct its official duties fairly in accordance with the rules set by the General Student Council. That's the trust the public has put in you. But you, the director of the Public Peace Bureau, turned this arm of justice into a petty mercenary squad, colluding with private corporations for your own benefit. This is a felony of the highest order and a slap in the face of the justice Valkyrie Police School supposedly claims. Why? Why do you little children always puff your chest out, tout your pretty empty words? Fairly and equally. The ideal of public service. Sure, the Valkyrie Police School serves the public and it should act accordingly. But guess what? The world isn't made of rainbows and butterflies. Discipline? Justice? You hide behind your immunity and look down on everyone else, but we were the ones getting our hands dirty every day to take care of business. That's what the real world is. It's time to get your noses out of your textbooks. Do you think this is what I want? Do you think I like being the bad guy? Ideals don't serve justice. Actions do, no matter what you have to do along the way. What do sheltered children like you know? You don't know anything. Those are all excuses, Kana. Sensei. The first one? I would think it would justify. I mean, yeah, sometimes. The second one I can get behind, I suppose. Easier, that is. I can get behind it easier. Beliefs mean nothing if you abandon them at the first hardship. You don't understand. I would have lost everything if I held on to my beliefs. I'm one small cog in the wheel. My hands are tied. What am I supposed to do, Sensei? It was the same for the rabbit squad, Doing the right thing is never easy. But that's a decision you make for yourself. I guess our stupid sensei does make good points here and there. That's right! No one can decide for you but you! We were scared and unsure when this all started, but us crazies decided on the SRT no matter what. Thank you as always, Sensei. Director Kana, one thing I've learned recently is that just because your definition of justice is different from mine, that doesn't mean it's wrong. But I can't abide by a corrupt justice wielded to dodge accountability and responsibility. That's the high, high wall between you and me. Miyako helicopter incoming? Time flies when you're chatting with an old friend. Strap into your harness. Rabbit Squad, let's pull back. We're locked in, let's go. Hold on tight so you don't get left behind. We'll be on our way, Director. I hope we meet again under better circumstances. Well, I better get a head start on my apology letter after all this. Honestly, I don't blame Kana. Especially when your boss gives you an impossible order. Bloody hell. Current time is 0145 hours. This is Rabbit 1 arriving at Camp Rabbit. The operation yielded no casualties and the clover has been rescued. Which includes Operation Clover. Excellent work, everyone. So proud of all of you! I'm exhausted. I could fall asleep right here. So sleepy. I'm just gonna lay down right here. Me with the very least take off your gear before going to sleep. As well as write your operational reports. Really? Operational reports? And wash up for a bit. Oh my god, I could fall asleep standing right now. As thrilling as all that adrenaline was, I'm ready to relax. Let me just turn off the comms equipment before I sleep. Everyone really put in their all today. And as we agreed on before, I'm entrusting the clover to you, Sensei. You might have uncovered this evidence, but whoever is pulling the strings must be fairly powerful to have backed Director Kana into a corner the way they did. We may be trained agents, but us students are still naive to the ways of this world. This is where our world ends. We'll leave the rest to you, Sensei. Thanks, Miyako. I won't let your effort go to waste. After helping move the sleeping students to the tents, I returned to Shale and proceeded to use evidence from Miyako to handle things as a teacher would. I'm still not quite sure. I'm still not seeing the whole picture of why Kaya is helping Kaiser Corp. Welcome! As you can see behind me, I'm currently at the Valkyrie Police School. The once well-respected school has seen better days, as recent claims accuse them of illegal collusion with the Kaiser Group. According to an anonymous tip sent to the Corona School, the students of the Public Peace Bureau have been wielding governmental power on behalf of the Kaiser Group in exchange for money and goods. The world was shocked to hear that a police school entrusted with protecting the public would debase themselves to a petty mercenary group for their own private interests. I'm still reeling in shock. To make matters worse, eyewitness accounts say that Valkyrie Police School was recently defeated by a group of robbers who destroyed the facilities. This organization, supposed to keep the citizens safe, couldn't even protect their own home base. Now the real question remains, is Kivoto still safe in the hands of the Valkyrie Police School? As more doubts pile up, apprehension is thick amongst the citizens. Nah, I'm pretty sure you're just stirring the shit up. What the hell do you think you're doing here? Incredible, it's the director of the Public Peace Bureau. Herself, a key suspect in this investigation. Director Kana, please tell us, why did you enter into an illegal contract with the Kaiser Group? What? Where did you hear that from? No, wait, this is a secure area. You have no authorization to film here. The feral hound of Valkyrie is now threatening the media in rage. Irritating. Get out, I'll break your cameras in half. And just so we're clear, governments do have contracts with vendors, suppliers, etc., etc. So it's not exactly illegal, you know, as long as they give proper payment, which I suppose wasn't the case this time around. I suppose that does make it illegal since they're receiving goods without. Okay, that makes more sense. The situation is spiraling very quickly. It's all they've been talking about in the news. What if the Public Peace Bureau tries to get revenge? You worry too much, Mio. We did what was right, and that's what matters. Anyway, who has the time for revenge when you're fighting off a crowd of rabid reporters? I can't put my finger on something. What is it? How do I say it? Everything moves so quickly. Corporate scandals normally move slowly and much more quietly. All parties were so agreeable? The General Student Council hoped to their investigation to like eager little bunnies, and even the Kaiser Group bowed their heads on the Kosagi town redevelopment as if they hadn't poured millions into the project already. If I had to point to something... Sensei, did you threaten the General Student Council? I'd prefer to say that we came to an adult understanding. Well, either way, I'm relieved it's over. With the development project scrapped, they gain nothing spending time and money to evict the homeless population here. And we get to keep our home. Oh no. An intruder. Oh dear, my fingers have been itching to blow something up. Saki, be pal and throw me one of my little babies. Stop it, I'm not an intruder, I'm saluting you! Salute? A hobo is the last thing I want to be saluted by. Now you're speaking my language. It's when you greet someone with gunpowder and lead. You unintelligent hooligans! No matter how I twisted and trust me, I tried. A monk in pursuit of enlightenment such as myself has to pay my debts where they're due. So, well, you've done me a great service, more or less. I know the Rabbit Squad risked their life in raiding the Valkyrie Police School to get evidence of their evil crimes and expose them. We've been able to reclaim our sanctuary in Korosaki Town, and pursuers have been trickling back to the fold, one by one. Thanks to you, I guess. I know it wasn't for us, but we can't deny you've helped us. So I've brought you some of our most revered food to repay our debt. Revered food? What? Tell me now. If it's mung beans brought bento, I'll really let Moe blow you to the heavens. Please, we're city-dwelling seekers of enlightenment in the ways of no... I can't help but, sigh and stop reading and just want to look away from this idiocy. Naturally, I've most generously brought you the absolute best of what we have. Drum roll, please. A chicken bone karage. Fried chicken, basically. Oh, you little shit! That's rubbish. He's lucky he's a robot. I can't throttle him properly. If you chew and suck on the bones, it's almost the same thing as eating a fried chicken without the calories. To sweeten the deal, you can enjoy a fresh can of beer while sucking on the bone to pretend you're actually eating. My God, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm pretty sure if they, scrap him for parts, they would gain a lot more and we will eat for days. Please don't all rush to thank me at once. Oh. This isn't karage. This is an insult to food everywhere. It's worse than mung bean sprout bento. No way. It's fried chicken. Can't you unenlightened silly that? You dare insult this masterpiece I've so generously offered you. Don't be mean, it's not waste food at all. According to Kyoto's garbage disposal regulations, chicken bones are classified as a combustible waste. So it's worse. Food waste, this combustible waste, that. You clearly have learned nothing about non-possessiveness. You gluttonous pigs don't understand the value of this delectable dish. The robot has nothing to say about, shouldn't have anything to say about this nonsense. I should have known better. The pursuers can never coexist with the greed that reeks from your soul. You think we want to coexist with you hypocritical pieces of junk? Well, we still have some armor-piercing bullets, right? Explosive. Wait. Armor-piercing explosives? Let's wage war against these jerk turkeys. Yeah, I still maintain that they should just scrap these hobo robots. They never change, do they? Kaya? And we've come full circle. This incident has left the Valkyrie Police School on a very, very short chain. And I can't turn anywhere without those Cronus gnats buzzing in my face. I really must have done something horrible in my past life to deserve to work with such incompetence. That again? Oh, I'm just complaining. Luckily, the rebate Kaiser Corporation, kindly granted directly to us, has flown under the radar. Director Khan can handle Fallout while our plan continues in the background. Do you have time for your petty games? You should be trying to recruit more trustworthy colleagues. Trustworthy colleagues, you say? What about those underclassmen of yours? They're quite formidable. You can take the fighter out of the school, but not the fighter. I realize they're still new, but they're still elite individuals who pass the SRT entrance exams. She said underclassmen, so these are the Fox Squad, I assume? They have a very long way to go before they'll be fit to uphold the SRT banner. Nico. Oh, you're always so strict. No, you're soft, Nico. 30 minutes and all that commotion under my command, we would have been in and out under a minute with no one the wiser. Can you really compare a ragtag group of freshmen against veterans such as yourselves, Nico? Which brings me back to my point. I'd like to invite the Rabbit Squad to join our coup d'etat. Really? A coup, you little shit! What say you, SRT's Academy's infamous Fox Squad? Fine by me. Even if it wasn't their intention, I'd like to crush them with my own hands for foiling the career paths of their upperclassmen. Okay, hold on. Let me take stock. Can't really say much about the roles of the middle two, but, well, there's a riot shield and a sniper. Riot shield? Really? My. I hate the dirty hands of such adorable underclassmen. Even children like them understand that dirtying themselves ourselves and the price we pay for. Wait, even children like them understand that dirtying ourselves is the price we pay for enrolling at SRT for our justice. This plan? No, everything we do is for the SRT's resurrection and Shale's demise. Chapter 1 End. So Kaya is planning a coup. But in the first place, it was all caused by the General Student Council deciding to close down the SRT Academy. No, the root cause of the matter is that the SRT's jurisdiction and who is in charge of them. With no one in charge, well, yeah, they can't really do much. Man, if only the president didn't disappear. Yeah, such a shame. Next stream. Anime I'll end the stream here, yeah?